All right, this is a response video to a guy named CalicoSilver here on YouTube, and he does a lot of music videos, particularly a lot of Dylan reviews that are quite good. He posed 12 questions, and this is my first response video, and I'm up here, beautiful northern Wisconsin in the big woods. This is the Peschko River, and I thought I'd bang this video out while I'm up here on vacation. And just a little bit of background on where we're at here. Peschko River is in northern Wisconsin, and the water here is really high. It's like a foot higher than normal. So if you were to stand out in the middle of the river here, which would be just over waist high, it would carry you away. So we're gonna do a little rafting tomorrow. So this is perfect for rafting. So first question here, CalicoSilver asks, when a musical hero dies, do you stop listening for a while, or do you listen more? I typically listen to more. Generally when somebody dies, the way I like to listen to that person or honor that person and memorialize that person is to listen to their music. And oftentimes getting friends together and talking about it is, I think, a great way to memorialize. I don't know why somebody would not listen, but you know, death is a funny thing. People do their own thing. Number 2, do you wince when another band puts out an album of covers of your favorite artist? Frozen. I don't wince. I actually kind of like hearing people's covers. You know, I'm long past the days when I used to frown upon that and think that every cover of my favorite band sucked. There are a lot of wonderful covers out there and a lot of great interpretations, and I'm very open to that. So do not wince. Do you like classical, orchestral, jazz versions of your favorite albums? Yeah, I do. Some of the particularly classical renditions, I do like jazz quite a bit, and I do find the arrangements done in either a classical or jazz style oftentimes give songs a much different texture than their rock counterparts. So typically, I don't hear a lot of it, but when I do, I usually find it interesting. Number 4, should bands with replacement frontmen still be called the same name? That depends. Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger gone. I mean, they couldn't be the Stones without Jagger. Some bands can get away with it. Obviously, Van Halen got away with it. Had a very good replacement. I guess it just depends. I'm not too particular about it. Number 5, do you ever listen to the bonus tracks? Oh yes, I do. Hell yeah. The reason I buy CDs, many CDs in the past, were because of the bonus tracks, because I wanted to get my hands on the unreleased tracks, maybe alternate demos. I've bought a lot of CDs because of that. Number 6, do you wish box sets would have CDs with complete albums on each disc? Okay, I know what you're getting at here, Calico. No, I don't wish that, because I've already got the original albums on their complete disc, whether it's vinyl, usually it's vinyl and CD. The box sets, I prefer to have the box set chronological. So for an example, if you've got anybody out there who's got the Buffalo Springfield box set, the demos and unreleased tracks that are within that box set, at least on the first 3 discs, are all chronological. I think that's a good way historically to put together a box set. I think it's pleasing to listen to it chronologically because you hear the growth of the band. So that's not an issue with me. Number 7, do you hesitate reading your musical heroes' biographies for fear of losing respect for them? No. Just give me some truth. That's what I say. I can handle it. These people are human, you know. Most of them, there's a lot of them are assholes, and I know that, but I still love their music, and you can still admire them for their artistry. Do you find yourself acting as an apologist for your music heroes when you deep down know that they are not that great? I don't make any apologies for anybody. Their music can stand on its own. I mean, there's bands I've liked that are unpopular, that people make fun of. And if anybody wants to ask me honestly, I'm usually pretty good at articulating why I like them. And they don't have to agree with that, but that's just one man's opinion. I don't apologize. Number 9, do you feel silly of being an obsessive collector of stuff you're never going to listen to? I don't feel silly. It does occur to me that sometimes I do buy stuff that I don't always listen to. My album collection is pretty extensive, but I tell you, the reason I got back into listening to vinyl in a big way about 15 years ago was because the way I listen to vinyl is much more relaxing. I've got a rule. I always have to listen to one complete side of the album, no matter what. And it allowed me to relax more while I listened to music. Because prior to that, in the mixtape days, I used to make a mixtape of the stuff I loved. And then after that, the CDs came out and you could program the tracks you wanted to listen to. And then after that, you might make the playlist of the stuff you specifically wanted. And then after that, you could burn your CD. I started to be bored with what I was listening to, with what I wanted to listen to. I got totally bored and I wasn't challenged. So I guess that's why I got back into albums. And but there are some stuff that are sitting on my shelf I've yet to listen to. So I'll get around to that. Ever get tired of listening to music? What do you do then? I never get tired of listening to music. I get tired of certain kinds of music. For instance, this channel is a 60s music channel, by and large. And there's times after all my research and book buying and listening sessions I have for myself, sometimes I change from 60s to 40s or to contemporary music or live. But there's always some music that'll tickle my fancy. Other than that, I do a lot of other things. I am a film fan and I do like a lot of old films. I've got several other pursuits, hobbies that I could always switch over to. Very good crop rotation. 11, don't you hate it when a commenter on your channel leaves a comment that indicates they didn't watch the whole video? Well, I'm a newer YouTuber. That hasn't happened to me too much yet. I suspect it will. I've seen it happen on other channels. And I'm just endlessly amazed at what some people will put as a comment on a channel. The trolling type of comments or the unhelpful comments. I'm trying to do a channel here that promotes discussion, so that's my goal. If the comments try to do anything to alter that or go up against that, I would have a problem with it. But that's one of the problems with putting this kind of stuff out there. Final question. Do you ever feel like quitting YouTube? Well, no, not really. I just started on it. So I'm about 7 months in. And quite frankly, yeah, it can be a bit of a challenge. It can be, gives me a little anxiety when I don't have a video that I'm putting together. I'm a busy guy, so this channel I can't dedicate full time to, like some YouTubers do. And I kind of wish I could do that. And I'm sure there'll be moments when I want to quit, but as of right now, I'm enjoying it. And if nobody really watches it, I still enjoy making the videos because it helps me get my thoughts together and gets my thoughts organized and get them out there. And typically I work a little harder at articulating them when I'm doing it publicly. So that's good for me, no matter even if nobody watches. So those are the 12 questions by CalicoSilver. I'm going to put the link to his channel below. Mr. Silver, thank you for including us all in this, and see you here next time on Pop Goes the 60s.